All right, hey y'all, it's Pizza. We're back here today in the long dark. We're currently in Mystery Lake, and we are going to turn the volume down on that, like I usually be doing. Anyway, we're back here in the long dark. Good to be back. Always good to be back in the long dark, you folks. By the way, I hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you're doing what you want to do, and I hope it's going well. I had a night. I won't say it was good. I won't say it was bad. It was just a night. A little frustrated with my work right now. Due to issues that have nothing to do with me. For the next 2 weeks, I'm losing a few hours. But my boss did that this morning. I was like, what is this about? They're like, we're over budget. I was like, all right, well, that has nothing to do with me. And they were like, oh. If I don't get the budget straight, I'm going to get a write-up. Okay. Sucks for you. I do my job, I do it right, I do everything I'm supposed to do. Why am I losing a shift a week? It's only 2 weeks, maybe. I was like, that's my grocery money. You're taking out of my pocket and my belly. Anyway. Other than that, we're playing in the Long Dark, so things are going well. And I'm off for the next 2 days, and I'm going to have a few extra days off. But you know what I think I might do during those few extra days? Pete might put out a few applications and set up a few interviews. We'll see. Anyway, happier times. Back to it. All right, so we are here in Mystery Lake. Why? Because we are trying to fix some things from our crash that led to a save being deleted. Went into the cloud, and basically I was able to restart the run, get the run going again, but we lost about 35 plus days. So I snuck up here to get some here in Broken Railroad, which, by the way, I think is one of the best places to get ptarmigan down, if you want to know. And we are also wanting to get some. I want some scrap metal. I thought I brought a hacksaw with me. And left it up at the trailers, but apparently I did not. And originally I think I was probably planning on going straight back. Well, no, originally I was planning to come up here and scrap some shelves and stuff. But anyway, because I need a hacksaw, we're going to run back to the camp office real quick, grab it, come back. Don't think we'll get anything tonight unless we get an Aurora rare. Scrap some stuff for tomorrow morning, and then we'll see what time it is and see what we feel like doing. We'll see how we feel. Anyway, if you're new to the Immersion run, welcome. Glad to have you. So glad for you to be here. This is what I think the Long Dark should be. How it should feel. With the mechanics that are available in the game. So for instance, this sad lonely wolf, he's not a pack of 12 to 24, which is, or even more, which are what real packs of wolves look like. He should run away. But I also think that I should have to try to kill him real quick. Possibly have an encounter and get attacked. Before he goes and tells all his wolfy friends, hey, I alone can't do anything about this, but if we all show up together, dinner is served. Right? Possibly in Black Frost, who knows? We'll see. Today, Pizza is drinking the cola, not the Diet Cola, because they didn't have the Diet Cola that I like. Plain and scrimple. But I watched a lot of YouTube. I plan on watching a lot of YouTube in the next couple days. I see Thomasina. I thought she quit. Not quit, but like was definitely gone for a while. And I saw she had a video out, so I'll probably try to catch up on her stuff. Love Thomasina, one of my favorite streamers. How about we pull a couple of these, maybe that, and this. And I kind of been wanting to get this out of here too. Let's pull that up there. And then I think we're pretty good. Let's grab these boots. I don't think these are in great shape. We'll get these moved forward. Do I leave a skillet here, or do I kind of want an extra skillet and a cooking pot? I'm not even sure how much of this stuff I'm going to be able to take back with me, because we also came back here to get Vaughn's rifle. But if I get it to the trailer, I'm at least that much closer to Coastal Highway, you know what I mean? The load isn't necessarily lightened, but the trip time is. So if I just want to sneak up to the trailer, grab a bunch of stuff, and go back, that's like a day's work.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
No. Abso-smurfly not. All right, let's eat this old bear meat. And get a swig. There we go. We got lots of pies. It's got a lot of stuff we can do. To kind of cheese this run back, so let's do what we can. And get what we can. So I have a fair amount of scrap metal I can still collect in Desolation Point. But I'd like to get a decent amount from here while I can. Oh, snow stopped. Perfect. Perfection. Killed a bunch of wolves. Probably like 7 or 8 wolves. I wouldn't mind killing another one, even if it's just for the score. Yeah, come here, dude. All we gotta do is hit him. All we gotta do is hit him. Hit him! We'll take it. Remember, we have hundreds of pistol bullets, so we, you know. We'll get that pistol score when we can. That's like 9 or 10 wolves at this point. A lot of mass murder. You didn't get to see it all. As I do with just a little bit off camera, off the stream or whatever. Because we are rehashing stuff we've already done. But because it is the long dark, things aren't exactly going the same way. So I ran back to Desolation Point to make the arrowheads I made before. This time I managed to kill a moose. You know? You're getting different trades from the trader. You know, there are subtle differences. Certain aspects of this run are going to be different than the last one. So I kind of 50-50 on what's acceptable. You know what I mean? Once you have a crash and you lose your save and you got to go back and you lose 5+ days, I feel fairly comfortable with grouping with the setup just a little bit. I swear I heard a ptarmigan.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Not sure you can either. But that's kind of the fun point of time travel. We can sort of mess with things. Bit of sunlight. I don't know if I'll get back in enough time to scrap one of these shells. They take about an hour and a half. We'll see how quickly we make it back. Might be a mission for in the morning. It's pretty windy. In 5th grade, I had a crush on Wendy Fitzgerald. And she was actually related to the actual author, Fitzgerald. Go figure. I had high hopes when I was young. In 4th grade, I had a crush on Joy. What a cool name, right? Her name was Joy. We went to summer school together. We were kind of like the troubled kids. Well, neither one of us was great at math. Although my fourth grade teacher was just a shit. She was so bad. She was so terrible. In fourth grade, we had this running exercise where we all had to get up. She didn't like me. This is Greer. Greer. Putting it out there. Seth Johnson Elementary School in Montgomery, Alabama. You were a bad person. And we went around the room and we had to do either a multiplication or a division problem. I didn't like standing up in front of the whole class. I didn't like trying to answer on the spot. I wanted my paper
This
and,
pack is getting kind of heavy.
you know. Let's see if we can get one tonight. Got it? Yes. Anyway. I wasn't very good at that. So it was always like one of the last three kids standing up. Because after you got your problem right, you got to sit down. So you just keep hitting me with a problem and a problem and a problem. I mean, how ridiculous is that? How rude is that? How just demeaning and dehumanizing is that? So I studied real hard. Did whatever I could. The best that I could. And my mother, who was very much a boomer parent, so not very involved. Oops, hit the wrong button. Whatever. Was like, we're gonna figure this out. We're gonna get you good at math. We're gonna do what we gotta do. Flashcards, workbooks, we did it all, right? We got fairly decent. Usually I was like, you know, at a big kid, let's say I had a class of like 20 kids, I was usually like the 10th to 15th kid to get to sit down. She gave me a D minus. And recommended summer school. It's the only time. The only time I ever recall one of my parents going up to the school and being like, no, this is bullshit. Didn't matter, I still had to go to summer school. But luckily I met a girl named Joy. Summer loving. It's fourth grade. There's nothing more to that story. I just really liked her. I thought she was the bee's knees.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
It's a blizzard. Oh no. Will the water make it? Yeah. Let's see. Are we? Yeah, we're fine. Let's get inside. Oh yeah. Let's get inside and clean up the rest of these burbs. Because we're really here for the feathers. It's all about the feathers, y'all.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Yeah. Crush on Joy, then a crush on Wendy, and then crush on... Who's next? Amy. Ooh, yeah. 6th grade. First kiss. Yep. Then it was Corinne, which is a great name. Love that name. She broke up with me at the 7th grade dance because I wouldn't go out on the dance floor and dance with her. And at the time, it was crushing. It was a death blow, right? But as an older person now, I look back and I'm like, yeah, she was right. It's a girl named Paula. She ended up deciding she liked a guy named Ronnie. Blech. Better than me. And then the reign of the Jennifers began. Because every girl's name was Jennifer in the 80s. And we actually went out for like 3 or 4 months. And then it was Heidi. Yep. My high school girlfriend. Through and true. Alright, let's see. Let's get this crappy power bar. Great lady, we're still friends today on Facebook. We share pictures of each other's kids and that kind of stuff. But I moved the middle of my junior year, and of course we broke up. And one of the greatest loves of my life, Tanya. Yes. She's a psychiatrist now.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Also a friend on Facebook. And, you know, the rest is my own personal history. None of your business. Let's go chop up some scrap metal. Get that scrap. Scrapping with pizza. Yeesh. Yeah, we did most of it. I don't feel like going back into the dam. What kind of dam? Is it a goddamn? Oh, let's get this floating one. No floaters. Alright, let's see what we have, what we can deal with, and what we're taking back to Coastal Highway. Much happier with the haul now, though. Gotta say. I was speaking of Thomasina. I also want to give a shout out to LMG. Another great long dark YouTuber you guys should check out. 100%. Very entertaining, very funny. Let's see. Here comes the hard part.
Drop any of this gear.
Yeah. Yeah. Astrid already knows. She's like, come on, dude. First and foremost, we need that in our inventory. Then we can kind of figure the rest out. You know, I could spend another day here. Let's tear up some leather. Actually, I think that's a good idea. We may leave at night. It just kind of depends on the weather, really. Boop. Into here we want ching. Here we want these, those, this, these. Gather up all the scrap metal. 21 pieces. That's
I'm not
a
sure I can
lot.
carry much more.
Scrap metal. Let's lose 11 pieces right about here. We come back for that. Feeling pretty good though. The tools up here. Yoinkity yoink. And yoink. Stick them up here where I can find them. It's definitely windy outside. I don't know if it's a blizzard. 108 pounds. Not too bad. Let's get this. Sun's going down. Could be bad. Could be good. Kind of an is what it is situation. Yeah, let's grab these matches actually. So we got stacks. Yep. Got those. We got a lot of little loose matches. Nah. We'll take that though. And that. I kind of want to get these out of here. I mean, pretty great haul, don't you think? I think. Wow. All right. Let's do that. We need much of the rest of this stuff, you know. Well, let's see what the weather's actually doing. Ten pieces of scrap is not bad. I'm trying not to get too slow.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Yeah. So I think I kind of broke the weather algorithm in the last playthrough. And now it's kind of back to what it was. I just had so many clear days. It had been so many, like, blizzard at the blizzard at the blizzard. Like, the weather's pretty turned up on this playthrough. Because we're doing immersion, but we're doing kind of like cold immersion. Ooh, I like the sound of that. That sounds like a series right there. Yeah, let's drink. Let's top that up. We're doing good enough. All right, let's read our weird little smithing book. Sounds like the weather died down. Let's have a peek outside. We might do something brave here. Alright, we're going. We're walking. No. We're dropping up some water, because that's an easy way to lose a little bit of weight. Yeah, there we go.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Yeah. Yeah. We're walking out. We're gone. We're taking a risk. We're doing the thing. Now here's the thing. The blizzard just finished. So, shouldn't be another blizzard, right? It's long dark and the weather's turned up. And, please, we are going through not one, but two other territories. So, yeah, okay. Heavy wet snow. I almost would rather be in a blizzard. Snow's trailing off though, so maybe this was the good decision. Yeah, okay. So let's go ahead and snack on wheat pie. We'll eat this old one right here. Go. Oh yeah.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
We're not moving a lot faster, but we're definitely moving faster than we were. So. Winning on that one. Let's see if we can just smack through ravine real quick. Always the hope, right? Scared that deer. Nom nom nom. Now, interestingly enough, I suppose, when I was a kid, so people probably grew up, right? So I grew up in not a survivalist family, but just a family that hunted, fished, and did all kinds of things. I know I ate a cattail stalk. My grandmother, like, I remember pulling over on the side of the road and her harvesting cattails. Telling me, you know, the heads were great for fire starting and that the stalks, you know, had calories or whatever. And I know I ate one. I was like 8 or 9 years old. I really don't remember what it tasted like. But I think if it tasted really bad, I would remember. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it was like gross or anything. There we go. I think it was crunchy like celery. I love celery. It's literally one of my favorite things. But I don't think it tasted like celery. But I feel like I would remember that, you know. If you love chocolate and you ate a plant that tasted like chocolate, you'd probably remember that plant. I don't really remember tasting like anything. Maybe it's like bamboo shoots. I don't really think bamboo shoots really taste like anything. Like, I know I don't like cactus or nopales. People say it doesn't really taste like anything. I don't like the flavor. I lived in Colorado for a few years. I worked at in restaurants. Nopales was kind of like a thing. Especially in the early to mid 90s. And I remember I didn't really, it's bitter, it's weird, some people are like, it's like a bitter watermelon. That's not what I want. And a lot of people don't cook them right and they get slimy. And I'm just not, no. No, thank you. No de nada. We're moving pretty quick. Almost back. To our home. Get in your home. That's your home. I'm working on it. You got some sketchy rails to cross. And yeah. We might eat an energy pie. In fact, let's do that now. Let's do something mildly smart for pizza. 60, 83, let's eat this one. Nom, nom, nom. Yeah. We get some trippy vibes. I feel bad for people. I've said this multiple times, so I'm just going to say it again. I feel bad for people that really... This kind of view would bother some people. It's more prevalent in the daytime or during an aurora. An Aurora. I can't say it. It's not like I have to say it slow. These two words, ready? Cinnamon. Aluminum. It still sounds weird. I feel like I should have been British. Aluminium. It just rolls off the tongue. Pete, have you ever crossed a wooden railroad bridge? Yes. Multiple times. When I was a kid in Alabama. If you ever seen the movie Stand By Me, that's kind of how I grew up. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Yeah. Let's not invoke copyright gods in case a trillion people end up watching this video someday. Won't you stay? I can sing. I'm a deep baritone to bass. So it's not like there's a lot of songs out there that I can just rock out to. But I can do the boom, 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 boom. Darling, darling. Yeah, no. Pizza sings. There's an episode.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Yeah, I know. Alright, we're in the highway, people. It's froggy. It's a little bit froggy. That's okay. We kind of know what we're doing. We got Vaughn's rifle. I feel like Vaughn would be pretty proud. Pretty proud. We're hyped up on rosehip pies. We're doing the drugs, eh? And, yeah, I think we'll make it back to the Quonset hut tonight. We'll stick to the river, creek, stream. Try to avoid the bear. Immersion run, people. Oh. That's probably enough. Wait, did I drop both pieces? No. I know what I'm doing. You don't know. I love January in Virginia. It's like 70 degrees last week. It's 23 degrees today, I think. You just never know. You see all these memes. It's like, and I saw one that was pretty funny. It was like, no matter where you live, the saying is, if you don't like the weather, give it a minute. But if you ever lived in the coastal mid-Atlantic states, it's kind of a thing. We're taking the shortcut. Boom, 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 boom. It's stuck in my head now. Boom, 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 boom. Hello. Little mushroom. One of these guys. Any mushrooms on you? Get any mushrooms on you? Give it to me. Yeah, I feel like the world kind of like went wonky on me for a little while. Even though we have a lot of interloper settings, it was giving me like stalker vibes. Ooh, that sounds creepy. Oh, well, maybe the crash and save lost was a good thing. Silver linings, people. Silver linings. I think sometime this week, maybe tomorrow even, we'll go back to the side missions. We'll go back to the Voyager playthrough. I knew it. I knew I heard multiple baddies. See, that would be a lot more exciting in the Voyager playthrough, right? We're in the Immersion run. We run from bears and wolves run from us. At least single wolves. I'm like a wolf, but I'm totally single. Like, I need to find a she-wolf that's like on my level. This is where we killed a bear and harvested his soul. Alright, we cruising for bruising. I think we were past the bear. Even if he turned around. Now bears can run up to 35 to 40 miles an hour, but they usually kind of wander around like people do at like 5 to 10 miles an hour, so... I think we got the scoot of the loot and scoot down on this little adventure. I think we'll wander wide of the creek just a little bit because Bear Boy's a chaw. Pop out near the fishing huts and then head home. Hooty-hoo! 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 Got him burdened for a little while longer. Lots of fur. It's good. It's you know, sometimes it's just good to get off that and come back. Even if it's just for a few days, because a lot of things reset really quickly. So for our furniture building purposes, we're in good shape. Need to get back down to this side of the island and pick up a bunch of fur. If I are, not if you are. Stand By Me, a great film. Rob Reiner, R.I.P. It's so sad when someone is like, in, you know, in the twilight years and then murdered by their own kid. Wow. And the kid was so messed up. When I say kid, he's like 30 something. Come on. He's so messed up on the drugs that you don't even know if the guy thought he was like killing aliens. He's like schizo, bipolar, he's got like all these issues, and he's a drug addict. It's not an excuse. It's an explanation. Oh, man. Did we slow down? All right, here we go. I mean, we're still skippity-doing it along. I wish it was clear. I don't think this is pie worthy. Might help with the video. And there'll be a huge, but yeah. We're gonna trudge along slowly. Like bopping around town in a Range Rover. I've been kicking the new knowledge, and I've seen to a degree that you can't get in college. Name that tune and that band. Put it in the comments. I freaking dare you. Like Ben Franklin with the kite, I get Nova with the key. Rock shock of the mic of the many times table. I rock well the times of all the old fables. Beautiful night. Froggy, creepy, perfect Long Dark vibes. Is it a horror game? I don't know. Does it scare you? There are stars in the southern skies, southward as we roam. I think we're actually going northeast. Mostly east. By the way, I grew up in Alabama. Norman Bridge Road was 2 streets over. So the Eagles sang a song called the Seven Bridges Road. And I grew up 2 streets over from one of those roads. Fun fact. I mean, it's not really worth hitting the ice at this point, is it? Well, maybe. Let's hit the ice. Shave a little bit off. Why not? Let's go skating, y'all. It's an all skate. All skate meant boys and girls and men's and women's could all skate on the floor at the same time. Yes. What great times. It was kind of weird. So when I was in like 5th grade, my mom just gave up on cutting my hair because a barber, who pays for that? Anyway, My hair got kind of long, right? I was at a party, skating party, at the roller rink. And we was rolling and doing these things, and then they were like, we're going to have a skate-off competition, right? And we were skating and doing our little tricks and things. Beat it, fool! And they were eliminating people. Hey, Mrs. Wright, how you doing? I'm telling you an embarrassing story about my childhood. You should tune in. So there I am, like doing my little skate tricks and everything, and they're like I said, my mother, she stopped cutting my hair, and the guy, the MC, if you want to call him that. All right, we're gonna have to eliminate the little girl on the left. And you'll never guess who the little girl on the left was. It was pizza. I skated right to that fool's face. Right to his face. And I mean to make this very clear. I wasn't mad that he called me a little girl. What I was mad about was that I got eliminated from the competition as a girl when there were no other girls left. I don't feel like I should have been eliminated. I'm just saying. Just saying. Look at that. Home sweet home. But yes, thank you, Mrs. Wright, for showing up. Thank you for sharing and liking. As always, you are a beast. Thank you. I want to do something about this. Too many wolves outside my door. Yeah. Wasn't the first time Pizza had long hair. Wasn't the first time I was
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
A gal. Never was offended. Just irritated by the circumstances. Alright. Here goes loot in my pocket. What time is it? Yeah, let's just eat, drink, go to bed. Seems like the smart thing to do. Nom nom nom. See you in the morning. I was racing BMX at the same time, and I was in a race. We were going through the race card, and it sounds weird, right? Race card? That's a weird thing. Racing card, and one of the judges was like, "Little girls can't race in this round. This is for boys." It's a little early. We got a little time to kill. I'm gonna grab a little bit more soda. I'll be right back in less than 2. Can we read our book yet? Yeah, I think so. Let's do a little bit of book learning. We'll just knock this one all the way out. One, deuce. Chinna. I'm a smither now. A smith. Aww. Yeah. You know, the olden days weren't necessarily the good old days. Let's just face it. Yeah, we had in Montgomery, Alabama. You'll find this crazy. We had a lice outbreak. You know, basically everybody in my 4th grade class had a shaved head. Yeah, they really did a number on the girls. Talking trash. What else? Oh, these extra snap pants. Garbage. I still gotta get these lockers moved around. It's making me nuts. Problems for another day. Let's these. That. There we go. Nope. Yep. So, boom! Look at that. 72 ptarmigan down. We killed it, and a lot more old man's beard than we had before. So, I mean, the rewind, the going back and forth. Good on them. Good on them. Yeah, no. Check that there too. Ah, you know. I love, I'm proud and I love growing up in Alabama, but, you know. It was Alabama during the 70s and early 80s. It was a mess. Let's see. And I grew up in one of the worst education systems in the world. Then, at age 13, right, 8th grade, I moved up to Maryland, to Montgomery County in Maryland, which is funny because I'm from Montgomery, Alabama. We moved to Montgomery County in Maryland, which is, my mother had a fantastic job. She was like, computers, this might do something. She worked for EDS, which is called Electronic Data Systems, and her boss was Ross Perot, who ran for president. He gave her a big recommendation for a big job up in Maryland. Listen, we had a shit ton of money. And I'm going from all black schools as the only white kid to like I mean, it was probably 70-30 racially mixed, which is actually a pretty decent amount back then. But I'm like going to school with senators' kids. Like, literally the governor's kid went to the same school as me. Everybody had money. It was so different. It was just so different. But here I am. Y'all want to go hang out over yonder? Yeah, I never got picked on. I rolled up with a bowl cut, and all these people got feathered hair and acid wash jeans. Lessons learned quickly. There we go. Perfect. extra skillet. We'll throw that on here for right now. Yoink. Yoink. We don't need any feather hunting arrows. Use. We got an extra knife. Now, here's what annoys the shit out of me. So, Gen X acts like they were like, oh, we grew up in the greatest time ever. We grew up in one of the worst times ever. With some of the worst, every boomer. Those are our family. Oh, we get to run around and play all day. Yeah, our parents didn't give a shit what happened to us. Or where we were. And when kids disappeared, they ran away. Tell you a little story. So I was like 9. Growing up in Alabama, I rode my bike on a whatever Saturday. Could have been summer. Could have been Tuesday. To a place we called Queensberry Pond. Sometimes it was a pond. Sometimes it was a mud hole, right? And they had a rope, a zip line across it. And the thing is, they tied knots in it. So as you basically took a skateboard, tried to hop it over these knots, right? And if you want to be a stud or a studette, you had to get all the way across. So it was full on summer. It's mostly like dirt and mud. The pond is just a puddle in the middle, right? And this kid, I don't even remember his name, decided he was going to beat it. So he's hopping, and the one thing he didn't want to do was stay close to the line. He wanted to kind of hang below, right? But he was starting to stay close to the line, so his brain box is up there, right? He's picking up speed. He's probably going 30, 35 miles per hour. Hits the knot with his beam. Cracks his skull wide open. He just drops into the mud, right? The only people around to help him and save him are 7 to 14-year-olds. Probably like 10 of us. We go and drag him out of the mud. Blood everywhere. You can see, I'm not trying to be gross. I'm not trying to get not safe or whatever. But you can see his bone and like things. His brother puts him on the back of his mini bike, straps him on with bungee cords, and rides off. No supervision was great. I remember I was friends with these twins girls. I kind of had a crush on one of them. And we were out riding bikes one day. And I was 11. We were like, your mom smokes. You can get cigarettes, right? And I was like, yeah, I can get cigarettes. And I, just, of course, rolled into the store, which was called Magic Market. And I just picked up 2 packs of my mom's smokes, put it on credit. And I came out and I had cigarettes. And I'm handing out cigarettes and everything. I remember this little shit named Les. And let me tell you what his name was. Lester Head. So his name was Les Head. Do with that what you want. He kept tapping me with the end of a cigarette, burning me. Right? I am a calm, normal-headed individual. I'm a normal human being. But I was about to punch this kid in the face, right? One of the twins is riding around on her banana seat, wide handlebars bike, and she screws up, and she falls over and breaks her arm. Like it is, like her arm's just flopping around, right? And I'm like, oh my god! So I grab a dime because I had probably like 90 cents in dimes in my pocket. I'm like, I'm gonna call for an ambulance. And her sister ran up to me and very seriously was like, I'm gonna punch you in the face if you call an ambulance. And I'm like, her arm is flopping around. She's like, it's the second time she broke it. She's stupid. If you call ambulance, we gotta pay for it, and my daddy's gonna beat our ass. So I didn't call for an ambulance, and I watched her wobbly right off on her bike. The ghetto days. Let's get rid of this. This. Yeah, we're getting down there in weight. Look, I'm not trying to bum the audience out. I'm trying to bring up some reality. Whenever you see these Gen Xers talking shit, they had horrible childhoods. The parents neglected them. They were their parents were the actual me generation. Don't be fooled. And we don't win any awards. We're not better people. Because we grew up in rough ass situations does not make us better people. Just makes us traumatized. Alright, let's get a drink. Some wolf meat. And let's think about a trade. Alright, we need a bunch of meat, some water, cured maple, and meat and water. We got a cured maple. Yes. That. Really, it's just a bunch of meat and water. Let's see if we can set up a trade for tonight. Like I said, I'm not trying to be negative or positive. I'm trying to be honest. The best time, as effed up as it is, to be alive is still right now. And it will be even better in 10 to 20 years, hopefully. Growing up without the internet was not a positive. Growing up with parents that didn't give a shit about you was not a positive. When they did give a shit about you, it was to physically abuse you or mentally abuse you. Because they would say the same, why'd you do that? And you know what we would say? I don't know. And the reason we would say I don't know is because, I don't know, we usually get away with this stuff all the time and no one notices or cares, but this time I got caught. And now for some reason it matters to you. Don't be fooled, people. Chaotic times. It's kind of how the United States and the Earth works. Better times are happening right now in your face. A lot of junk food, a lot of pies. It's not great, but let's grab some more. Steak, why not? 4. Meat looking. What's this at? gamey.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I'm not sure you can either, but we're gonna try. Alright, Alright, let's see if we can get a tray going. Basically, enjoy all the things you have. Right? While you can, right now. Enjoy life to its fullest, in the moment, as best you can right now. Because it's only going to get worse, and it's only going to get better. And being bitter, you know, or stuck in some weird reminiscence of like the past days, none of that's like psychologically positive. Feel what you feel right now, understand what you understand right now, and just go with it. It's a lovely day. It's a shitty day. It's always been that way. It always will be. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Be in the moment. Love what you have now. Enjoy the things that are available to you now. The world wasn't always like this. It won't always be like this. Entropy, just the nature of humanity. Everything changes. It's constantly changing. It's constantly flowing. It's constantly ebbing. It's exactly what you don't want to hear. It's a roller coaster. It's ups and downs. And even some of the lows, compared to older lows, are better than the lows they had before. And the highs are even higher. So just love. Be yourself. Do your thing. Accept where you are. And then accept being happy. It's okay to be happy, even when things are tough. And if you want to be sad, you gotta be sad, man. You have to. You have to feel that. And I don't even like, oh, you gotta be sad to appreciate the good times. No. You have to be sad to appreciate the sad times. It's not so you can get a better high the next time things are great. It's so you can understand your lows and why they're there and why they were low. That's it. Experience life. Otherwise, you're just watching it happen. Nice point, Mrs. Wright. Guess what I'm experiencing? Yeah, another trade. Let's go. On my day off. I mean, I worked last night, but now it's my day off. Suckers. Boom, boom, boom. Skoosh. That was done. Oh, raw fish meat. Alright, we'll figure that out. Boom. Boom. Boop, boop. Boop. Yeah. Alright, let's go grab a fish. Check that on the ground. How much more we got? Well, we got plenty of water. Let's go grab a fish and we're good. How much of the little fishies do we need? That's a weird number. Let's go see what's laying around the fishing hut. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I made every effort in the world to raise my children in a completely different physical and mental environment. And I'm not looking for pity or trying to necessarily knock my parents. But generally what they would say to me, listen, if you're going to be a ditch digger, just be the best ditch digger that you can be. That was the confidence they had in me. And I've done fair to middling in life. I was always like, you guys can be anything that you can want to be. I support you fully. I love you no matter what you do. And you guys are amazing beasts. And I am just so proud to see what you do. And my daughter's on her way to being a doctor, and my son has his own business. You decide. My children are way more successful than me and my brother. I never hit them. I always explained discipline. I made it fair. I made it have true connotations to the way things really actually work in life. And just smack them in the mouth. And call them stupid. And I didn't scream at them, why? So they can scream, I don't know. And I have two very successful children. Life changes. It moves. Flow, go, or don't. Thank you so much. I worked very hard on that. I had to tamp down quite a few negative things that I had as an example. But I think that is and can be and what should be, but not always is, what defines Generation X. We just said no. I guess thanks to Nancy Reagan. To a lot of the awful things that were taught to us. And we just said, no, that's not the way it works. It didn't work on me. And that's not what's going to work on our children. It was very kind, and it makes me feel really well. Thank you. She's locked. Let's go. We're locked and loaded. Yeah. There's a lot of Gen X. They're just boomers times two. There's also a good portion that went, nah, this isn't right. This isn't how you should do it. Can you imagine hitting a child? What kind of piece of shit are you? And not only like hitting a child, thinking like you're disciplining them, but just you're expressing your rage at your own inability to comprehend and deal with parenting. That's embarrassing. You're a failure. if you ever are physically attacking someone, especially a small child, you're a piece of shit and a failure. That's not how you teach. And I give one caveat to boomers. Because sadly it's true. Very sadly it's true. It's like, I hit you with a belt, but my dad hit me with a steel rod. You think I was bad, you should have known my parents. The silent generation were trash. And think about their parents and what they did to them. A travesty. I'm a Gen Xer. I have scars on my forehead and chin and face from fights and getting beat up. I also have scars and a boxer's break from fighting people. That's how I had to grow up. My children did not have to grow that way. I knew that. They didn't. And they're better people for it. And they always will be. That's all, in my mind, that's all you can do. Make the next generation have a better life. Mrs. Ray, you bring out this shit in me. What did I tell you about? Alright. Let's play the lawn dart. This is scary shit. What are we gonna do? You gotta get some time to kill. What's my salt box doing? Oh! Yo! I didn't even show you the improvements. Let's do that. Yeah. That'll be fun. But thank you. That was very kind. A few hearts there. Alright. Yeah, I got a salt carrying box. I got this box for cedar. Fur. Skins. And I want to build another one for guts. It's a lot of guts. But anyway, let's check this thing. How are we doing? Boop, boop, boop. Oh, we're good. Nice. Y'all know what net recipe we need. Y'all know what recipe we need. Ah, perfect. Thank you. Yes, I knew my weight was off. I'm like, wait, why am I not in the low 70s and possibly the 60s? Yeah, I stole that one. It's 94% bedroll, which is really great. But I don't need it in my inventory. Thank you. Kind observer. Beep, 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 beep. Look at this. Look at this. Only rabbits. Wait. Here's some fresh ones though. Gamey. Fresh. Let's get all these. Let's get these deer steaks going. Hello.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Astrid, swear to God. My back hurts. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. It's like having children again. My children are almost 30 and 22. All right. Yeah. So, go. Spare bedroll. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you so much. Still heavy work. Uh, 2.2 pounds less. Either way. We should have this bag right here. 4.4 pounds. Toss that in. Chaw. There we go. What is it? We got extra rocks. That's better. That's better. Let's face it. We don't really need a pry bar. Right now. Alright. Feeling good. Feeling good. Feeling better. Feeling lighter weight. Ching. We got a lot of food. We should probably toss in the snow. Pies anyway. I mean, I actually wouldn't mind another piece of coal. Just in case. Alright, that's a better way. Let's, let's eat a crappy candy bar. Yes, yes. Get liquidated. And did I finish the smithing book? Dang it. Sure did. I mean, which is good. Already dropped it. Duff look like 85, 4, 83. Tell you what we're gonna do. Let's do a little bit of busy work. Yeah, the boots are going. Helpful, but I got better gear. I do. Heck yeah. And, yeah. Plus, I need a cabinet for goods. Alright. Boop, boop. Nice. Thank you, Mrs. Ray. Yep. Almost full. Huh. I want to pick up a bunch of wood and start building something quite yet. Yeah. Remember, I had a clean base at one point. It was 120 some odd days ago. Fortunately, this game happened. Tell you what. We start planning for the future. Yep. There we go. These guys. Come on. Eh. It's like kind of janky for some reason. Come on. There. Okay. I'm gonna move this a bit more. Here. There we go. Come with me if you want to live. Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Pull your goopiness. Here, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, probably not gonna fix till Black Frost. Legends of the Fall. Long Dark 2. Hey, the train's coming. Alright. Quick break, be back in lesson 2. Alright, made it back. Mrs. Wright got the train. Womp womp. Womp womp. Ooh. Alright. That was... Yeah, that was a decision. You know what? I'm eating this whole thing. It's time to go, little cow. No, 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 no. We get the calories from it. Come on, skadoosh. Yeah. I just, it's funny because, like, I hear it. I always notice it when I'm streaming, but in IRL, it's just background noise. It might as well be a fan blowing in the background. Look at this little floating paper. Hey, buddy. No. Yes. There we go. Look at this floating toolbox. Did we get that fixed? No, because we haven't scrapped this because... the crash! That much to do. Let's see what's going on outside. Just waiting for the... I'll tell you what's exciting. So I got some flank steak that was on sale. I'm going to do some serious tacos coming up here. I got some hatch chilies, some California chilies. It's going to be good. Going to marinate. Usually I don't marinate because it depends on what you're doing. And with beef especially, it's kind of like, But I'm going to do a 2-day marinate on this steak. It's going to be so good. Because it's, it's tough steak. Going to slice it thin. Well, alright, so tacos to me aren't those weird crispy shells that you get in your Ortega pad. They are soft shells that are delicious. I prefer the corn, but y'all do what you want to do. Alright, I feel, ooh, look at that. Yeah. I like a very multicolored aurora. It's my favorite. Oh, look at the green spline across the sky. Look at it. Oh, this game. It's only getting better. It's only getting better. Pete's going to have that PlayStation 5 by the spring or summer. Black Frost is going to come out eventually. It's going to look so good. Can't wait. And I found out today they're working on a Stranded Deed 2. Not Mrs. Wright's favorite game, but Island Survival, I'm very much into. Blah, blah, blah. Sticky. Alright, let's go see if the Grumpy Man is available. Sir Grumps a lot. Are you there? Let's do this. Is anybody there? No. Okay. I really don't have much to do. We'll sharpen something for kicks and giggles. To get it. There she is. Alright. Beep, 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 beep.
Well, well. My pal on the radio.
Yeah.
Yep, heading out.
Meep, meep. Shave and a haircut. 2 bits. Beep, 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 beep. Meow, meow. You live in the train capital of the USA. I live in the second train capital of the USA. I live by a military base, a a cardboard making place, so they have a lot of need of like sulfuric acid, and I'm literally in between Richmond, Petersburg, and a city I won't name because that'll give you like a little bit too much information to where I live. We stay busy 24/7. Me. I hear trains so much they're in my dreams. Wow, train capital of the United States. Bless you. The thing is, like 85% of the time, like you don't even recognize it. It's the other 15% of the time that it wrecks your sleep, your concentration, just life itself in general. My God, people. I cannot wait to play Black Frost on a next-gen console. Because this is pretty. This is crazy beautiful. I feel like a lot of the mods are going to come in. Like, we're going to see different amounts of snow on the trees. I feel like we're going to get, you know, I wouldn't say summer, but we might get a spring and a fall kind of situation. I hope so. I hope so. I want to see different amount of snowfall. I mean, I'm not one of those people who's like really like, I care whether you see every single track in the snow. But they already have that implemented in the game here, so I imagine they're going to expand on that. And I think it'll look pretty good. Look at that right there. Look at those clouds. Look at all that purple. The green. Oh my gosh. So pretty. Alright, let's get this trade on. I honestly, I don't even remember what I traded for. Basics, I suppose. We're not doing anything too fancy. We're trying to get back to the lower end trades. And of course, the ever elusive Pemmican bar. Look at that sliver of a moon though. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that! I feel like it just feels good. It just feels good. Don't over explain. It's just beautiful. Train's coming. This is right. Already. MRE, flour and salt. Couldn't ask for anything better. Bwomp, bwomp. Bwomp, bwomp. So, I mentioned this before. Pete taught driver's ed, taught high school. But I also taught driver's ed. And so many people in America get killed by trains. It's incredible. It's astounding. It takes 2.5 miles for a train to stop. You can't beat it. It's just not. It's physics, people. And even if you didn't take physics in high school, it kind of falls into the common sense category, I suppose. This very heavy thing moving even at 60 miles an hour, which doesn't seem that fast. It's like 70,000 tons. Like, chill out. Oh, I did have one teach in high school, though. I did. Wasn't for me, but in the long run. But I enjoyed what I did. And the fun thing is, through my private school and my high school teaching, public high school teaching, I run into these kids that I, knew who were 15, 16, and 17. They're, in their 20s. They're headed towards their 30s. They're still like, I won't use my actual last name, but they're like, hey, Mr. Pizza. Oh my God, I can't believe it's you. And I'm like, I can't believe it's you. Look at you. You're 6'3" now. You're a mother of 2. It's pretty wild. They're like, you taught me to drive. I'm like, I taught you to drive. You're a little nugget. Over the hills and through the snow. Here we go. Here we go. Maybe. Ugh. Look at this. Every time. This should be every screenshot. You know what? Couldn't help myself. I did it again. Let's go get this done. I honestly don't know. I'm not a very good tracker of, things.
If you hear this, pick up.
Here's my grumpy boy. I mean, probably.
Hey, what's the story?
Morning glory. Ladies and Jacobines, boys and squirrels, people of all types and ages, pemmican bars.
This is all I found.
See, here's where we are again. Alright, no. Alright, let's get some coffee. Dang, man. Some coffee. Salt. Oats.
Okay, then.
You're a jerk. Maples. Me two maples. Okay. Alright, I think we're gonna have to go back to mystery. To finish this trade. Let's pop out the box. But yeah, and I'm very happy you called it a badge. Somebody else calls it beats. If you call it a badge, you're an OG long dark player. Because that's what I tend to call them. This is right. Let's get a beautiful shot right about here. And I'm about to call the video. I feel like we got an hour or two in, right? We made a lot of progress. We moved the bars. And it's like 45 minutes past my bedtime. I'm sleepy. I still gotta eat and do things like laundry and just life things, you know. But we'll be back soon. Don't worry. Probably next video is gonna be Minecraft or Stranded Deep. You know, I feel like I'm neglecting Stranded Deep. It's kind of a fun. Oh, thank you. It was kind of a fun throwaway thing that I started to do during the holidays, but it got a lot of views, and I feel like I should keep it going. So maybe Stranded Deep tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. Whew. Working midnight to 8 is a weird shift. You end up getting kind of goofy and kind of tired late in the day, but it is what it is. But I want to thank everybody that joined. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I just really want to say thank you to Mrs. Wright. You're a great support of the channel. You're incredible. Thank you for sharing, liking, and doing all the things. I want to thank anybody that likes and shares and thanks and does the things. You guys are amazing. But I think that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys are having a great day and doing what you want to do. I hope it's going well. Pizza had a day. But I had a lot of fun playing the Long Dark and talking to you guys. As always. And remember, Pizza's a pretty friendly guy. You can always jump in the chat and say hello. Alright, if you happen to catch this, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you see this at a later date or time, thanks for watching. I really hope you guys are having a great day. And yes, more than ever, please be good to each other.